I have my doubts. Oh, uh-oh, never mind. Never mind, no doubts should I have. Here he comes. Here he comes, here he comes. Got him, I got him, oh my gosh. Holy cow. The first flip I got in there. Over the last decade, I've caught fish in every corner of North America. From California to Mexico, Florida to New York, and all the way up to Canada, documenting it all on video for you guys.
Yes, I got it!
But as a video creator and instructor, I've generally left out one of the most important and the largest demographics in the world of fishing, and that is the bank beater, the pond prowler, the shore master.
Yeah!
In this series, I'm making it my goal to fish more bodies of water than I ever have before, but this time, from the bank. My name's Tyler, and this is 100 Ponds. Well, what is going on, folks, and welcome back to TRF. This is the series called 100 Ponds, where I fish, or am attempting to fish, 100 of them. And my whole goal for this series is to make sure that I cover all the bases when it comes to making instructional fishing videos. Yes, I make bass boat stuff. I make a little bit of kayak stuff, and I want to make more. And now I'm also doing a ton of pond content because I grew up fishing ponds, and so I want to make videos that can apply to the younger me. If y'all have missed the series so far, this is the first one of the 100 Ponds you're watching. Click that video description down below. It'll have all the previous 100 Ponds videos. And a super exciting announcement, the Bass for Beckers Foundation is back for another year of raising money for muscular dystrophy. And this month, the month of April 2022, if you purchase a raffle ticket, you will be entered into a random drawing for an all expenses paid fishing trip with me. We will fly you to Texas, we'll fly you to Minnesota, we'll fly you to New York, wherever I am fishing, we're gonna fly you as the winner too, all in the hopes to raise money for muscular dystrophy research and to send kids with MD to camp. This is a charity that means a whole lot to me, and so I want to help raise as much money for Bass for Beckers as I can. Last year, I believe we raised 36 grand, and the year before we raised 49,000. It would be so awesome if we could hit that 50,000 mark. So again, during the entire month of April, you guys have the chance to win an all expenses paid fishing trip with me. I will leave all that stuff linked in the video description, and we'll see you guys at pond number 30. We going? We're going. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed about pond number 30 is that it is not as clear as I remember it being. That could be due to the massive thunderstorm we had last night and or the crazy wind that you're gonna hear in the first part of this video. This pond is windy and it is dirtier. And that could present a few individual challenges, one being that the fish just might not be able to find my lures as easily, which could result in me having to throw more vibration-y type lures. But I think there might be a few fish on beds in this pond, and if they're not there, they either were there and got pushed off because of this weather, or it's still pre-spawned. So I'm gonna chunk around a little swim bait like this right here. I've also got a jig rigged up that I might flip on a bed if I see a fish, and a floating pink worm. So let's get to fishing. So the conditions, like I said, are pretty dang windy. The water though in this corner here still looks pretty clear. In terms of forage, I don't really see a whole lot because the water got kind of chummy. So I'm just gonna take a educated guess and say bluegill and some kind of small bait fish. And this pond here is very small. I mean, it's like, I don't know, an acre and a half maybe. This is just the cleanest corner right here. I need to spend a second looking for beds. Oh my gosh. Oh my, there's no way. There's a stinking bed right here. There's a fish sitting on a bed right here. All right, here we go. Camera's over here. I could throw the swim bait at him, but I don't like the fact that the hookup ratio might not be the best. So we're gonna get ourselves the old pink worm on the spinning rod. See if we can get this fish. I mean, it hasn't moved. I didn't even know it was there. I walked past it like 4 times. The weightless pink or orange trick worm is something that I haven't really experimented with a whole lot, but I've watched, pro fishing coverage for years, and I've seen them absolutely smoke fish on this thing in the spawn. We're gonna give it the old rig and see what we can do. Make a cast far beyond the bed. Gotta make sure I'm recording. I am. The fish has taken off, so we're gonna move the worm into its bed. That way when it comes back, we are ready to fish for it. I'll be doing plenty of bed fishing instructionals, don't worry folks. So this fish seemed to be chilling there, and then as soon as I made a cast, it's gone, so I'm backing up. So the fish is doing a really fast circle right now. It's seeing my bait, swimming off, and coming right back within like 10 seconds, which means that it's committed. I just need to land it on its head when it decides to bite. I'm realizing this worm here is not a floating worm. This thing sinks. So this is not even accomplishing the goal that I wanted. Let's give him the old razzle dazzle. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Gosh. This is not the best bed fishing etiquette, folks. You normally want to make sure they have it in their mouth before you swing. Don't do this at home. Got him, there he is. Yes, yes sir. Bring it up in here. Oh baby, let's go. Right in the roof, oh, right in the roof of the mouth, and it popped out. That right there is a windy bedfish, a pond number 30, my first bedfish of the year. Let's go. Boom. And all I had to do was swim it. That fish wanted the jig, wanted the presence, wanted the flap of the claws, but I couldn't quite tell if it was stuck in the muck on the bottom. Also couldn't tell if the fish had it in its mouth, so swimming it, I was able to keep that jig up on top of the water, or near the top of the water, and I was able to see that bite. Let's go. And if there was one bed fish in a pond, there's probably a few more. Now, we're not gonna have any success bed fishing until we get out of this wind, so the other side of the pond looks a little less windy. There's a bass. There's a bass. I don't know if it's cruising pre-spawn or if it's on a bed, but it was definitely swimming. Man, it is totally dead calm back here. This is nice. Ha ha ha. There's one on a bed. This one doesn't look as big, and it also does not seem as committed. It took a looky look at my swim bait. I'm gonna go back and get the worm. So let's see if... Oh no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. He was not weirded out. He came back and ate it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bring it in here. Bring it in. Yes, sir. Man, these fish are so healthy. That's awesome right there. Pink worm in the mouth. He wanted the old bubble gum. Thank you, friend. And hopefully we have time for one more fish. I think this next bed fish will eat pretty quick, but I'm definitely coming back here if I get some more time in the next few days. Hopefully the water clears up and any more beds that are deeper, because I guarantee you there's bigger bass in here than 1.5 to 2.5 pounders. God, this fish does not want my worm. Maybe the old jig will get it done. Gosh, whoa, holy cow. A big fish, as I was swimming the jig, came out of nowhere. Like, I was swimming it in deeper water to swim it up to that fish, and a bigger one came and hit it and totally missed it. What the heck? That could be the female that's waiting with the male. Wow. Oh gosh. Come on. Come on. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, he's getting there. He had it by the tails, folks. And he don't care how close I get, so camera's getting closer. Got him. There he is. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Sorry, buddy. I drug you over everything. Oh, yes, baby. That right there is how you get the stinking job done. 3 bedfish in like a 45-minute time period. Beautiful. That one's pushing 3 pounds. Awesome. Let's let you go right back to your bed and see if there's a female around here. Where's that one that swiped at my jig, huh? Not around here, but thank you, friend. That right there, folks, is what I like. This is fun. One more flip at this fish here if it's back. Yeah, it is. This fish is actually staying. Oh, if I get low like this, I can actually see the fish. This fish is for sure gonna eat. I just don't know if I have time. It's not eating the stinking worm. Let's see if it wants to jig. Oh yeah. Got him. There we go. Yes, sir. Boom. Had to keep my line tight, and we got him. To feel that bite, and boom, jig in the top of the mouth. Beautiful little male. Well, that, folks, is all the time we have for this pond. We got to head and do some tax paperwork, but we'll see you guys either later on this afternoon or tomorrow for pond number 31. So walking up to pond 31, it is the day after we filmed yesterday. I'm in another clear, shallow, relatively small pond, so I'm assuming the fishing is going to be very, very similar. There goes a snake. I'm guessing if they are not on beds in this pond, they will be very soon. I see some bluegill right there. Water clarity, very clear. I don't have a water temperature thing yet. I still need to snag one of those. But as I walk around looking for a good place to set up camp, let's look for some beds, because this time of the year I love bed fishing a whole lot. If you give me the opportunity to bed fish, I will take that 100% of the time because I find it incredibly fun. Now, one problem I'm seeing so far in this pond is that it looks like really shallow all the way out there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna walk to the other side. Definitely like being on the non-windy side better. And I think right here is as good a place to start setting up. As y'all saw from pond number 30, this is my main weapon for the springtime search bait. 6-inch swim bait like this. I would much rather go for less bites and get quality. And I found this bait right here, just reeled straight back to you. Relatively slow to medium retrieve speed. Gets the job done. All right, I had about 3 1-pound bass all follow my swim bait back. So there's bass in here. Oh, there's one. Hey, second cast, baby. Second cast. Let's go, let's go. Yes. Not the size we want at all. But that right there is a success on pond number 31. Wow, might as well get out of here. I'm just kidding, but look at the proportions. I mean, that is a fat boy. Fat boy bass. See ya, buddy. This is just the best time of the year to catch fish. I don't care what spring is to you. If you're not outside in the spring targeting fish, you're doing something wrong. Take more days off work. Get a babysitter. I mean, this is the time of the year to be out there. Looks like we also have some kind of real grass in here as well. I keep telling you guys that I'm gonna learn all the grass species. I will. I'll take time probably this fall or winter to learn, maybe even summer. If anybody has any good resources out there, websites, videos to learn all the, freshwater aquatic vegetation species, I would love to learn the names of those. That's what I should have majored in college. I don't know what the heck I was doing with a stinking communications degree. That got me nothing. College as a whole is a scam. Let's keep on going. Ooh, we're coming around the corner here. We got a little pocket. Yum. This looks good. It's definitely deeper in this section right here. Like I can't even see the bottom, so it's gotta be 5-6 feet. And make a cast down there. Nice. That was perfect. Oh, that's totally a bass on a bed. I see him right there. He's just underneath all the slop. I had to get around to this angle and now I can see his face. Oh heck yeah, we're coming back for that boy right there. This pond just looks so good. I can't believe that I'm not seeing, especially during this time of the year, bigger bass cruising the shallows. It's very odd to me. Again though, I've told you guys it's always a water temperature thing in these ponds, and it's possible that this pond just hasn't warmed up enough. The pond I fished previous to this one in this video was much shallower. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Got him. There we go. Again though, not a big one. Just a wee little squirt. I'm surprised I'm even catching bass this small on this swim bait. This would be a really fun pond for a frog though. Here in like 2-3 weeks. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go get myself my Texas rig and see if I can get that bedfish. So we found a totally different fish that I thought this spot over here might have been a bed, but I never saw a fish on it until I left and then came back. And there looks to be about a 2-pounder-ish on this bed, but very, very spooky. So I've got the spinning rod out with the worm. I'm letting the worm fall in the bed and the fish is gone. So the worm just fell in, fish has left. My biggest bed fishing tip, and I'll talk about this in some of my sight fishing videos coming out, is that you want to make the fish feel as comfortable as you can with your bait in their bed. And sometimes that includes casting it out there, letting it sit there and letting the fish come back, almost like they forget what pushed them off in the first place, which was the entrance of your lure. So once you do that, then the fish comes back, let them sit there for a minute, 10, 20, 30 seconds, then move the lure, and the fish is like, what the heck's beneath me? And oftentimes that's when they'll start to get more committed, show more interest. So right now, fish is still gone. My pink worm is sitting right in the middle. Sometimes backing farther away from the bed can help, but I think I'm far enough away right here. I'm a good 25 feet away. All right, the fish is back on the bed. Okay, so the fish is committed. I'm gonna get my other bait. I have found no better lure than a spot remover jig head with a white rage menace, the regular or the baby, or a white rage craw. I'm being totally honest. If y'all have watched the channel, you've seen this stuff for years. I'm a firm believer. There we go, got him, haha. Boom, baby. Bring it on up in here. A little bit bigger than I thought it was. I'll go a hair over 2 pounds. Beautiful roof of the mouth right there. oops, stuck on the tripod. This fish sucked it in, but just had the claws. I waited, then the bait went a little bit more in the mouth and then totally in the mouth. And that's when I knew I was good to set the hook. All right, thank you, friend. I'm still not seeing a whole lot of beds though, so we're gonna go fish the one that I've been trying to fish for a few minutes, and then one little section of this pond that we haven't fished, and then we'll head to the next one. So the problem we have with this next one is that it's all the way across this little cut here, and it looks like it's a steep bank. So what that means is that it slopes off from the bank very, very quickly, and so if you land even a little bit short of the bed, that lure is gonna fall like way short of the bed because of how steep that bank is. So my margin for error here is much smaller. So we'll see. Now, yep, and just like I guessed it, I landed on top of the sludge. Huh? Man, yeah, I landed as far this way as I could, and it still dropped too deep. So I have my doubts. Oh, uh-oh, never mind. Never mind. No doubts should I have. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Got him. I got him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. The first flip I got in there. The first flip I got in there. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Through the sludge. Through the sludge and up in here. Yes, sir. Oh, didn't have him by much. Just the corner of the mouth right there. Beautiful 3-pounder. So this right here is a prime example of a fish that is ready to go. It's in the right stage of the spawn. Obviously just moved up, no bloody tail or anything right there, but this fish didn't need it presented right in its sweet spot. I was literally 6 inches off of what I think the bed is, and that fish still came and ate it off the bed right there. So gorgeous. I'm gonna go release it over here so I don't gotta drop him from 8 feet in the air. Yes, success. That's keeping it moving. Oh, what a zinger. Okie doke, folks. That's gonna do it for pond 31. I say we get on over to pond 32. Pond number 32 is a beautiful little chain of, I'm gonna call this one pond today for the end of this video here. It's got 2 ponds, one here, one over there. And I've actually been here before. I have not fished it. I just walked the bank to look for signs of life, and there's definitely bluegill, there are bait fish, and then there's some kind of grass. I don't know if this is cabbage. That's kind of what it looks like to me. I was gonna snag y'all some to show you, but I can't break it. And all we're gonna do at this pond is walk the bank real fast. I'm running low on time. I mean, if they're on beds in other ponds, I feel like they've gotta be in this pond. And right here is really what I do all throughout the next 3 to 4 weeks of fishing, you know, around the country. Anywhere I go is I park, I walk the bank real fast, usually with the swim bait in one hand. If I can't see the bottom out here, especially, I'm casting a swim bait and reeling it as I walk. Sometimes you gotta even walk higher up on the bank to get yourself a better vantage point. But I am aware that this pond here is very highly pressured. Lots of kids fish this pond after they get out of school, and so wouldn't surprise me if these fish, if they're on beds, are very pressured. Uh-oh, I see one over here, but I don't know if it's on a bed or not, so let me get my swim bait cast in. I don't think he is. And if I wasn't time crunched, I would be making multiple casts in each area, really picking apart the deeper stuff, because a lot of the times these big fish will just sit out deep before they slide up to spawn real quickly. And so out by the fountain, I'd be dragging a worm, but I am pressed for time. The life of a YouTuber, always pressed for time. But I do see a really good casting angle this way, because I get to go parallel down the entirety of the bank line. Oh gosh, that's muddy. To the second pond in this chain we go. So far much shallower, at least up here, than the first pond was. And I see a fish. Haha. Got him. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bring it in. Let's go. Third flip. That fish, surprisingly, needed the bait swam. Spot remover to the face. Again, each fish is a little bit different. Ha ha. Success on another one, boys and girls. Got a few minutes before I gotta go work out with the wife. I see one way over yonder. Dropped it in, perfect first cast. The fish has spooked, but let's just wait a second. All right, not a first slipper. Oh, dang it. Oh no. Oh, pulled my pants down to the ground. I've been repetitive with you, Mr. Fish. Gotcha. Yes. Yes, sir. Let's go. You stood no chance now that oh no, no. Beautiful, healthy, 2 1/4, 2.5 pound Texas largemouth. That is a way to finish it right there, baby. Yes. Well, folks, if I'm not mistaken, she is a poet, and that's all she wrote. But as always, I have a blast on these 100 ponds episodes because I get to take a break from the bass boat fishing, the tournament culture, and I get to just go back to the basics. You know, when I was a beginning angler, all I did was pond fish. My mom would drop me off at the pond before work for 20 minutes, and I would get in some of my fishing practice that I wanted oh so bad every single day. And so that's why I love making these videos, to reconnect with, I think, the majority of anglers out there. And if you missed any of my last 100 ponds videos, I will link the playlist, boom, right up here in this corner for y'all to check out. The longer y'all can stay on my channel, the better it does in the algorithm. And so I thank you guys so much for watching 1, 2, or 3+ videos. My name's Tyler, and we'll see you guys right here on TRF.